the best bit of advice that I would give anyone would be just do it. Just don't worry about people. Don't worry about what people think. Don't worry about, you ain't got this, you ain't got that, they've got this, they've got that. Just do what you want. Just don't worry. You ain't getting out alive, so just move on. Just do it. Yeah? You ain't got time. This ain't a dress rehearsal. This is life. The clock is ticking. You could be the richest man in the world. I mean, don't wish to bring the tone down, but Steve Jobs, he had billions upon billions, yeah, and didn't save him, did it? Did not save him. They cannot buy time. So just, crack on, do what you want.
While we're on that one, how do you empty your toilet? No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
You know what? That has to be the most asked question I get on the chat. I must get it about 10 times a week.
How am I looking? All right.
Might need a shave.
I've had a shave.
Okay.
So Darran, the Urban Motorhome, is joining us this week. Hey Darran, how we doing, buddy?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you guys?
Very good, thank you. Thanks for doing this. Appreciate it very much.
No worries.
Our second guest. Only our second guest.
It's exciting.
Exciting, yeah, absolutely.
Well, we'll see what happens. I don't know what the questions are, so it could go really good or it could go really bad.
Well, we wanted to talk to you because you are full-time in your van, and that's how most people know you. And that's very different to the time we spend in our van.
Sure, we spend just 3 months. We're quarter-timers.
Yeah, you just go on big trips in chunks, don't you?
Yes,
We'd
and
like
weekends as well.
Yeah, we try to.
To be honest, we like to go away as much as we can whenever we can.
Yeah, of course, definitely.
Pesky kids. So how long have you been full-time in your van?
I was actually just answering a comment. I think come next... I think I'm about 3.5 years right now. So yeah, the next anniversary will be my fourth year. Yeah. So coming up 4 years, really.
Wow.
It's a long time full-timing, to be fair. Not going back. I mean, I've stayed in hotels. I've stayed in bricks and mortar a handful of times out of that, going on holiday. But apart from that, no, just 100% full-time on the road.
How did you get into your motorhome? Why did you choose a motorhome as somewhere to live? And why did you choose that motorhome that you've got?
I went to a meetup it was like a bushcraft kind of meetup in Stevenage. I went there and I met a few people. I met Pete, who's been in a load of my videos since, and I met Jimmy as well. And Pete had a van that he was converting at the time, and I knew nothing about van life. I knew nothing about any of that, or that people live in motorhomes or converted vans. And there was another guy there, he was doing it, so that introduced me to it. And then from there I started looking into it and thinking, could I build my own? And I couldn't build my own. I haven't got the tools, I haven't got the time, I haven't got the space, I haven't got the skills. I just give me 6 months give me 6 months, a plot to put it and time to learn, I could do it, but I ain't got time for that. So I started looking at a motorhome. I started looking at like a £10,000 bracket, and then you bring it up and you bring it up and you bring it up, and then then I've settled on a motorhome to go with. So I've never been in a motorhome, never stayed in a motorhome before. I stayed in caravans as a kid, but never been in a motorhome.
Caravan holidays as a kid. Whenever you speak to anyone that's had a caravan holiday as a kid, it's just fond memories, isn't it? It's just fond memories.
Used to go down to like there was static caravans, and then I think we had one at one point, but it was static caravans, and yeah, it was all good fun, always good fun, but yeah.
But this is not a holiday. I mean, this is obviously full-time van life for you.
Yeah, I mean, this is the nitty gritty, really. Yeah, this is doing my laundry, it's just finishing work, having a shower, going to bed. It's just normal stuff.
So you don't use campsites, do you?
Very often.
We've got some noise out the back. Can you hear that?
Nope.
It's the dustman.
We
Yeah,
can wait until they're done.
so that really feeds into this question. You know, that weren't scripted at all. So I don't use campsites. Right now I'm on a street. I'm right that way there's a tower block of flats. Right there's a block of garages and houses. Right there's houses. Right there's houses. I am slap bang in the middle of streets, and I mean you can hear the bin men out there now. Well, I can hear them.
Yeah, right.
And yeah, I don't use campsites. The only time I use campsites is if I've got, say, 3 or 4 days off and I want to just stop and not move. Because, seriously, there's some serious rumbling going out there. But yeah, if I want to stop still for a couple of days, because constant moving does take its toll on you. It does get, I mean, I love constant moving. But every now and again, every 2, 3, 4, 5 months, whenever, you think, do you know what? I just want to stay still for a couple of days and just wake up and then not have to think about moving or not need to move anywhere. But yeah, so I only go on campsites then, or when I'm going to go meet up with people. So we meet up and meet other van lifers and other YouTubers and friends. So I'll go to campsites then. But yeah, predominantly 99.9% urban wild park ups.
And I've seen some of your park ups that the videos you've done, and they're great to show, you know, how you guess that it's a good place to park. Obviously, not right outside someone's front door, and things like that. And then I see you turn up late and you're gone, you know, literally the very next day.
I've got quite an advantage, I think, and a lot of people love them videos, and they're demanding so many more of them, which I'm trying to get done, but in between lockdowns. But yeah, I've got an advantage, I think, because I'm a night driver, so I finish work between 8 in the morning and 1 in the afternoon, depending on shift, and then I go park up whilst you guys are at work, so your space in your street is free. So then I rock up, you know, live my life in your street, in my motorhome until, you know, go to sleep, and then wake up probably, you know, 9, 10 o'clock at night. You lot have already come home. You see someone's got a motorhome there, but it's got steering lock on, curtains are closed. You guys probably think, well, you lot wouldn't, you'd know who I am, but and that's becoming more of an issue in my local area. People know who I am now, but people just assume it's just a neighbour. So someone visiting a neighbour. And then by the time you wake up, I'm gone.
Yeah. So what makes the perfect park up for you? When you're looking for somewhere, what are your key criteria?
Honestly, perfect park ups. The ultimate park up is a bungalow area.
Old people, is that?
Areas with bungalows, yeah. It's stereotyping, but it is old people areas. Now, a few of them might look out the window. I've never had a call been made on me. I've never had a knock on the door from them. I've never had a complaint from them. I only stay in a park up for a day, and then I'll not come back to that for probably 2-3 weeks. So I've got a long list of park ups because you just don't want to wear it out. I want to keep using that over and over and over again. So yeah, I'd say predominantly like bungalow areas. They're pretty good, like on the ends of houses. Because then you're not in direct sight, because people don't usually have a window on the end of their house. And if you're not too far forward, they can't see you in the garden, and you're not too far back, they can't see you from the front. Then there's little places, like some streets have like little lay-by pull-ins for parking, so it's off the road but on the road. They're pretty good. Just anywhere that's polite and respectful to park and legal to park, as long as it's not right outside a block of flats entrance or nowhere near a school, because they're noisy and and all that. But yeah, you do. I find them here, there, and everywhere.
Brilliant.
So that's how you live your life day to day. So what do you do for your own holidays? Where do you like? Where did you go as your first trip after you got your motorhome? And what's been your best trip?
I usually travel around Asia. I go to Thailand a lot. So when I think the first time I went away, I put the motorhome on my mum's friend's driveway. So it's always outside her house. She could see it. It's all locked up, and that's fine. Now I have got a few storage locations that I can actually securely store it as and when I need to. But yeah, that's...
I guess for most people it's a leisure vehicle, but for you it's your home. If something happens to that, you're homeless, right?
If that's when I lock it up and walk away from it, I mean, that is my entire world right there. So yeah, you kind of want to, so it is a bit heart-wrenching. It is, and gut-wrenching. Yeah, so, but at the end of the day, you got to just consider it that, you know, if something happens, just get on with it. You know, you can't, you might shed a tear or something, but then, you know, just move on, get on with it. It's because that ain't going to bring it back. That ain't going to change the situation, is it? So I've taken precautions. I can watch. I've got CCTV inside and outside the motorhome, so I can watch from anywhere in the world whilst I'm on holiday. For instance, in Thailand, brilliant. I can see what's going on, who's around it, and everything. But yeah, so I park it up at a few places, and then Thailand. I travel around Thailand quite a lot. I used to live there, so wow. That's a great place to go. Yeah, but I do want to do some more exploring around places. I'm up to go anywhere. I'm not bothered where I go.
But I know you haven't done Europe yet, and I know you're looking forward in the motorhome to do Europe. Am I guessing the last Scotland trip was one of your favourite little trips you've done in the motorhome?
Yeah. Scotland was by far the best trip I've done. I mean, I've done Asia so much. I mean, I've been going there for about 11 years now. So,
but in the motorhome, it would be Scotland.
Yeah, in the motorhome, it is Scotland. But you know, I've seen all them views. You know, like in the Hangover movie when they're going across the blue oceans and they've got mountains and islands coming out. I've seen all that, and brilliant. That is amazing to see. But having Scotland on your own doorstep, I never knew. I've never been until this recent trip. The vistas and the mountains and the views and the waterfalls round every little corner is just incredible. And knowing that is, like right now, if I really wanted to, I know I've got work and commitments, but right now knowing I can just drive that way in 7 hours time, I could be there and then wake up to all that, and then there's wild deer, stags roaming around, and there's amazing food up there. It's just breathtaking.
And you've got the benefit of having your home with you as well.
Yeah, having that, because that is it. I no longer forget anything wherever I go. So like you've always got something. So, and you can always just, you know, you've got the heating on. You go for a walk. You have a look around. You go take some photos. Go do some filming. Right. And you know the heating's left on. You come back, put some dinner on, put your feet up on the sofa, watch some TV. I mean, what more could you want?
Absolutely.
The female equivalent to that is having the motorhome as like a giant handbag. It's got everything.
Yeah, this is my man bag. This is my man bag.
When the boys were tiny, I'd always have nappies and wipes and everything we needed for them. And it's that transition to them being more grown up. But it's balls and outdoor gears, and it's all just
it's just constant.
It's perfect, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is, because you've literally got everything you need. I mean, we were, even when we're on meetups and someone says, we was in Scotland and something happened to John's outside water outlet, and he said, anyone got a wrench? And I just went straight to my door, because I use one for changing my gas bottle, and then I got an adjustable wrench. So just, there you go, done. I mean, like, if you're out in a car and you've gone to visit that and randomly you need a wrench, you haven't got it. I know it's a proper random example, but yeah, it's just, you've got everything you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
Okay, so Scotland has been your best trip so far.
Yep.
Imagine you can pick your motorhome up and put it anywhere in the world and go and explore. Where would you like to wake up?
I would probably say America or Canada.
Oh.
But,
Good choice.
Yeah, I would definitely. Canada's got the views and probably a lot of the Americanism food, should we say? I don't know, I've never been. So I'd say that's probably best of both worlds. But America itself has got. It's got everything. You want to surf? I mean, I'm not exactly surfing. Look at me. I'll probably fall straight off. But if you do want to surf, You've got surfing. If you want mountains, you've got mountains. If you want snow, you've got snow. You've got it all. And on top of that, you've got incredible food. So, again, if I've got my home on wheels, I've got the views, and I've got incredible food, and I've just got an unlimited amount of literally travel itinerary to be able to be done, why wouldn't you want to go there? I know there's some crazy stuff going on all the time there, but, you know, it just looks like an amazing place to travel. It really does.
It really is exciting. We hired a motorhome.
We did last year, February and March last year.
That's cool. I mean, I'd like to either get mine shipped over and then stay over there for like, if I was going to do it, I'd like to do it for a year or two and actually really, you know, just find a town, integrate in that town for a week and then move on and then find somewhere else and then find somewhere else. Not just, you know, but yeah, I mean, that is an ultimate holiday, isn't it? Just to fly over, get an RV and just go. That's great.
Well, one of our dream trips is to ship the van over to Canada because there's limits of the amount of time you can spend.
I think it's 6 months maximum you can spend there.
At a time.
So we're going to ship the van over.
Visas.
We discussed shipping the van over to Canada.
Nice.
Doing 6 months, coming back, leaving the van there, and then going back 6 months later and doing America for 6 months.
Or shipping the van to Canada, 6 months in Canada.
Yeah.
6 months in the US, 6 months in South America, Latin America.
Yeah, that I'm liking that idea because while you're there, just stay there.
Yeah.
You know, why not? Because obviously they're different territories, so there'll be different visas, won't they?
I think so.
Yeah,
I've not looked in
but I'm pretty sure you can get some pretty decent travel visas if you can prove that you've got money to support yourself and you've got a reason. And obviously, I'm not saying it's a golden ticket, but along with a YouTube channel, you know, and they can see you're traveling to do YouTube videos, and that's what you do.
Yeah.
I think that would probably help. I'm just spitballing. I don't know if that would help at all. But as long as you can show or tick all the boxes, I can't see them not wanting you to advertise their amazing country.
Exactly.
Yeah, totally.
So there you go. That's what we'll do. We're not doing and throwing. We're going.
But last year's American road trip was fantastic, and I wish we were vlogging then. To be honest with you, it's a shame we need to go back and do it again. But yeah, we flew into LA, and we did LA, Vegas, San Francisco, back to LA again in 2 weeks, and it was just an awesome road trip, and I'd recommend that to anyone out there.
I'd have to do Vegas last because I'd probably lose my motorhome.
But Vegas in the snow was interesting. It's cold, wasn't it?
Yeah, that is. It's got so many temperatures. I mean, half the country can get like real deep, proper, what we imagine as snow. You know, like waist deep snow, and that is just incredible. I think that would be great. It really would. And they're so set up over there for it.
We saw that deep
really
snow, didn't we, over. Yeah.
Yes.
When after we left.
That's cool.
Was it Hawthorne or Rawlins?
Yeah, it was over that way. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
That's brilliant.
And we slept in Death Valley for the night. But of course it was winter, so it only went down to about 5 degrees. So it wasn't really hot. That was fine.
Yeah. That's cool though. That is.
Yeah.
I want to experience that. Definitely. That is on my list.
We drove a road through the mountains, and the snow was
so
high up the side. It was literally split into the snow. The road. It's fantastic.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
That is brilliant.
Okay, this is a random one, but if you could travel with anybody, completely random, you could pick a celebrity, you could pick someone who's dead, who would you love to travel with?
Who would I love to travel with? I'd probably say Ricky Gervais or Peter Kay. Yeah.
Two great choices. Great comedians.
Yeah. Or I'd say them two, or Carl Pilkington. He's an enigma. He is an enigma. He's got an amazing look on life,
and he's well travelled.
Yeah, he is well travelled, definitely. But yeah, no, I think that'd be pretty cool. Because they are some funny guys, and I think that'd be some funny adventures. To be fair, yeah, you just got to have a laugh, haven't you? Really.
Yeah, absolutely. That would be fantastic. Yeah. You imagine dinner, sitting around the fire pit. eating chicken wings from a dog bowl. Chatting with Ricky
Yes.
Gervais.
God, oh yeah. That would be brilliant.